Hi everyone. In this video, I will use a simple example to explain how banks calculate interest and why putting funds into an offset account can help you reduce interest and pay off your home loan early. Here I have a loan of 600,000. The interest rate is 6%, loan term is 30 years, minimum monthly payment is around 3,600. That amount is used to pay both the principal and the interest. Please look at the first month. When I first started, I owed the bank 600,000. At a 6% interest rate, the interest for the first month is about 3,000. Consequently, of the total 3,600 that I pay to the bank, only $600 goes toward paying down the principal. In the early period, because the loan balance remains very high, the majority of the payments goes to interest, and only a small portion goes toward reducing the principal. In this particular example, the first year you pay the bank about 43,000. Of that total, only just under 7,400 goes to paying the principal. But as time goes on, since the principal decreases and the repayment remains constant, the interest will decrease accordingly. If nothing changes and each month you pay the bank the minimum amount they require, which is 3,600, then over 30 years you will have paid off this debt. Can you see it right here? So what are the clear benefits of using an offset account? An offset account is basically a transactional account linked to your home loan. When you deposit money into the offset account, the bank will calculate interest based on the difference between the loan balance and the balance in the offset account. Let me give you a concrete, easy to understand example. In the 10th month, your loan balance stands at 594,000. If nothing changes by the 11th month, the interest you would have to pay will be roughly 2,969 as shown. But suppose you deposit 10,000 into an offset account. In that case, you would simply have to pay interest on the difference, namely 584,000. Right now, you can clearly see at this very moment that the interest has fallen from 2,969 to 2,919, which is $50, because the minimum repayment remains unchanged. The principal you pay now will be higher, all else equal. Similarly, I suppose that by the 100th month, for instance, I add another 20,000 into it. Into the offset account. Then at this moment, you will pay interest on the difference, which is 487,000, and both the interest and the principal will decrease accordingly. Now, here is another example for clarity. Suppose it is the 200th month, you add another 10,000. So in total, you have put 40,000 into the offset account, and you can clearly see that this debt will be paid off by month. 332. So you managed to pay off the home loan well ahead of schedule by quite a lot in 28 months by putting an extra 40,000 into the offset account. Note that I'm assuming the money you put into the offset account is not withdrawn. But if you fund the offset and then spend it, you won't gain much since the bank only charges interest on the gap between the loan balance and the offset balance. In other words, delaying withdrawals helps keep the offset balance higher relative to your loan balance over time. Whenever you have savings and regularly maintain a surplus in your offset account, and you're able to build up offset balances over time, using an offset account is very advantageous. It can save you interest money over 20 or 30 years, a lot. The important thing I want you to note is that when you choose a home loan, don't just focus on the interest rate. Taking out a loan with a lower interest rate isn't necessarily the best choice for your needs if that loan doesn't include features that align with how you manage your cash flow. An offset account can be a highly useful financial tool that helps you preserve your money when you need it, while also helping reduce the interest you pay and possibly enable you to pay off your home loan sooner. In the next video, I will explain the difference between offset accounts and redraw, because although both can help you reduce the interest, the way they work and several important points to note will be somewhat different in practice.